Thought it was just a coincidence that your Eustachian tube dysfunction and your sinuses were worse when it rained? Well, you're not imagining things. It is true, and I'm going to explain. Yeah, it's true. Rainy weather can have a profound effect on sinus pain and pressure and make common symptoms even worse than they were before. There are a wide range of sinus headache causes that affect adults more so, but they are often a result of sinus infection known as something called sinusitis. This type of infection can be triggered by an allergic reaction like hay fever. Fungal infections and tumors can cause sinus infections as well as sinus headaches. The main culprit to why your Eustachian tube dysfunction seems more severe than it was before is something called the barometric pressure. The barometric pressure in the air changes frequently and without most people even noticing it. However, individuals who regularly suffer from Eustachian tube dysfunction and sinus issues often get migraines and they can feel the pressure disproportionately. This predominantly is the reason why a lot of you feel the pressure in your ear changes. The equilibrium is even more off than it was before. It's the barometric pressure that's changing throughout the atmosphere that's causing these vast array of symptoms happening to you, and you almost can't predict it at all. Reason being is when the barometric pressure changes, this pressure puts extra force on the body, which is felt strongly in sensitive individuals. This pressure is felt most commonly while physically located in small confined spaces in the sinus and ear regions of the body. Barometric pressure headache pain can last a few hours or even a few days. Like most of us, we're going to try to pinpoint what we did wrong, not knowing that the pressure in the atmosphere is the reason why our symptoms are now all over the place. So then we tend to panic more, which has given us more anxiety. We see physicians, they tell us to take more medication, and now we're in a spiral effect. And without knowing this information, we're not going to assume that barometric pressure had anything to do with it. So we're going to think that we did something to ourselves. As our bodies age, we tend to become more environmentally triggered. When the barometric pressure changes, it can cause changes to the way the blood flows through the body, causing increased or decreased blood pressure, sinus pressure, and even worse, stuffiness and increased symptoms with Eustachian tube dysfunction. Barometric pressure and sinuses are connected, there is no doubt, and it's not yet fully understood by the scientific or medical communities, making it real difficult to pinpoint the exact changes that trigger stuffiness, migraines, changes in blood pressure, and Eustachian tube dysfunction problems. Overall, we simply cannot control the pressure that happens in our world, but we can definitely be more mindful and be ready when it happens. I ask you all to subscribe to my channel so you can get the latest, greatest health and wellness videos, motivation, yoga, and meditation. But before I let you go, I'd like to leave you with one thing. Being well is feeling well. Feeling well is doing well is living well. Take care, everybody.